evening, and you are welcome to Weekend Gist with Racheal on Haske TV, Maganin Duhu. Yes, connecting the disconnected. Alright, so I am in the studio, but I am not alone. As you can see, I'm with one amazing person here. I call him an amazing person because he's actually amazing. Yes, he's actually my friend, my very good friend. So we are dealing with a very wonderful topic today: domestic violence. I remain your favorite host, Racheal Langs. Ed?
Chinedu Malaki Okori.
The Igbo man. Alright, domestic violence happens every day, daily. Yes, we might not see it. It might not happen to us directly, but it happens daily.
Yeah.
And so, what is violence? Violence is afflicting pains on someone, be it physically, emotionally, and let me go this way, spiritually.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So hurting someone, it's a violent act. And domestically, we limit me. I don't know how to put it, but I don't want to limit this thing, calling it a domestic violence,
Okay,
because it happens in the office too.
Yeah.
On the street, it happens. In the market,
Okay,
it happens.
generally
So I don't know how to put it. I'm sitting down with you now, so you help me. How are we going to put it? Like, how? So let's just make it general violence.
Okay, and
Or what?
in the sense when you want to define the term domestic violence,
Yeah.
we are talking about violence, and when you talk about domestic or violence, it's an abusive behavior
Yeah.
against an individual gaining power
Over.
over another person.
Yes.
So
now,
it's not basically
no. My
family.
problem is this domestic. When we say domestic, we are
Yeah.
talking about whom?
Yes.
Domestic. So this violence happens in the market, happens in the school, offices, wherever it is. So now I don't know how to put it, but let's just concentrate on this domestic violence,
Okay.
right? Yes. And when we say violence, it's not all about husband and wife. Violence too happens between siblings,
Yes.
friends,
Yes.
and probably
That is why
neighbors.
we are talking about intimacy.
Yeah.
We are talking about partner.
Yeah.
We are talking about people around.
Yeah.
Because you can actually abuse someone that you are close to or someone that is around your vicinity.
Yeah.
That's when we are getting to domestic or even public abuse.
Yeah. So the evil man. Mazi, please can you help me define what domestic violence is?
Okay, as I said earlier, I
Yeah.
said that domestic violence is an abusive behavior of an individual again gaining power against his or her partner. That is, in a nutshell, that is what domestic violence is.
Yeah. So gaining power. Gaining
Yes.
power. You know, men have this belief that almighty husband, almighty boyfriend, almighty man. So they like bullying women in such a way. There's this video I watched yesterday. I was very pissed off. I was angry. Me, I have these natural feelings when it comes to a man bullying a woman, beating a woman. And there is this anger that is being provoked right deep of inside of me, because I do not see any reason why a man should lay his hand on a woman if she misbehave. There are several ways you can actually punish a woman.
Or correct. Not even
correct. No, let me put the punishment, because sure you want to beat her. That's punishment. Correcting, you can correct someone in love, in peace. But punishment is you doing something that will hurt that person, so that when that person remembers, he will not repeat what she or he does that makes him to go through that punishment. So you lay your hands on a woman, it actually pissed me off. I saw this video, and then the person that was recording or video covering was busy laughing. They were is it traveling? I don't know, on a bike. Okay, the woman was backing a baby. She had a baby on her back. I don't know, maybe she left the house and he don't know or what. He was coming, and then when he saw her, he now pointed hand, and then from nowhere he slapped her. So she now came down from the bike, leaving the baby on the bike there. And then he now grabbed her from nowhere. There was this pool of water. He now pushed her. He overpowered her, and then he pushed her. He now sit on her, beating her, punching her. And then the bike man now left the baby there, and then he now dropped down. He now rescued her. He now beat him to stupor. I was like, that is it. That is what I wanted. The person recording this thing, I don't want to insult him, but why would you be recording something and they laughing like that? A man beating a woman, she had a baby, and then now left the baby. What if someone now carried the baby and walk away?
In that aspect, we are talking about social media violence. We are talking about social media, and when we talk about that, you know that people now try to create content
Out
of anything because they just want to get viral. They just want to make sure that their video flies. All this, so you don't think of what you are even doing. So you just go ahead to record, and the recording purpose is not being actualized. So that is
this media thing is actually giving me cause to worry. Another video, this flood that just happened, somebody was with his bike. He was calling him that strong man. Somebody was flooding away with his bike, and people were standing, smiling, laughing, shouting, strong man, recording. This is how this guy went with his bike. The water flooded me away. And then this boy is recording, and you have the data to post it on social media and be calling him strong man. I was like, oh God, what is going on actually? This social media, I think it's supposed to be something that will drive joy from, something that we'll learn from, something that will keep us entertained. But at some point, I keep wondering, what are they doing? What exactly are they doing? You see this person, okay, this person is dying. You're recording, you're laughing. There is this I don't know how to call it. Is it voiceover or somebody laughing here? Somebody laughing at the background. Somebody's dying, and then you're recording that. So I was just wondering yesterday. I said, if this man and this woman were in the room, only the two of them, he would have probably killed this woman.
That is it.
So overpowering someone, what is that? Are you God? That you want to correct the person by beating the person, and sometimes you see a man removing a woman's eye or cutting off her head. Things are happening. I've seen a lot of things.
That is true. It's a social menace. When you talk about domestic violence, people tend to take it very easy. They tend to take it like it does not matter. This thing does no longer happen again. People are aware of this domestic, but it keeps occurring every time, because you see that our parents, maybe when we are growing, they say you don't beat a woman, but you think that family that have that type of
men,
yes, it's like they inherit it. Now they don't beat women. You treat women like egg. You see, okay, they are there. Now you have another family that, okay, this is an occurrence. They see their parents doing it. So they think it's a norm. It's a
normal thing.
Yes, if a woman do it, you see it. They will just. It starts from early age.
Of course.
It starts from early age. So it's something that the society, we have to keep on saying it.
Preaching. You won't get tired of it.
Yes.
Like, sorry to cut you. You said it starts from family. I was once a victim, but not this punching victim of a violent thing, but emotionally. Yeah. Emotionally, it got me to a point of depression. Actually, I was depressed. I was in a relationship with this guy, not knowing that he was actually married before. He didn't tell me. Married for 7 good years. He's your brother. He's an Igbo man. For 7 good years, I got so kind that the woman was unable, or I don't know, they were unable to produce a child.
Okay.
So when it was later, he now called the mother. It was the three of us were sitting out. So she was now telling me, I hope you know that my son was a husband before. I was like, well, husband? Open my mouth. That was the first
Are
day.
they divorced or they are still in the marriage?
Divorce.
Okay.
Divorce, yes. Because she told him she wants to see me, she wants to talk to me because she don't want what happened to repeat itself. So I don't know what happened. So when I went, she was asking me questions.
The
And when
mother.
the mother, when she got to that point of, do I know that her son was a husband before? And I looked at him. He was like, and I will tell you. Maybe I was like, you will tell me when. So we not talked about it. And then the mother too. Now she's single. I guess she raised him all her by herself.
So,
She was married.
a single mother.
She was married.
Okay.
So do you understand? I didn't go deep, but I feel something was wrong from the foundation.
Yeah.
So the way that guy treats me, I have never seen any man that keeps malice like this man I am telling you about. I have never seen anyone that manipulates people like this man that I'm telling you about. So I now look at the mother. Okay, she's married, but the husband is nowhere to be found. Okay, you raise this child on your own, and then this child now is behaving this way. So in my heart, I was like, wow, this woman that's staying with this man for 7 good years, she's the most strongest woman. I would really want to meet this woman. I give her a handshake and tell her, well done. Me, it was just how many months, but I was depressed. There is nothing you will do that this guy will tell you, well done. There is nothing I will do that this guy will tell me, yeah, it's good. If I make my hair today, he will say, how much did you do? He doesn't give me money to make my hair. Yes, he will say, no, now they should have do it like this. My laptop, my Dell, he said, why are you carrying a flat screen, waking up and down, calling it laptop? Go and sell it and buy a smaller one. Do you understand? You don't have to beat somebody.
Yes.
To be violent to that person, you don't have to beat the person. Your words, your actions speaks more than what you think. I was like, okay. And then you know this hard of a thing, you cannot choose who you fall in love with. And then they had Melo. I was in love. See, it got to a point that I was willing to run in the front of a car that is still moving. Like I want to die. I want to die. Because if we parted ways, he came back again. We parted ways, he came back again. And then the last one, I said, no, I am not going to die in the hand of this man. Okay, I'm a woman. I am not saying it's a tradition that a man should only provide for a woman. Yes, it's a thing of you provide for me. If I have, I give it to you. But I don't understand. I was a student. I was doing my final year project, and then my so-called boyfriend, he was still expecting me to be recharging his phone, recharging his line, giving him data. If I'm going to visit him, buy him drinks. And then after giving you drinks, you don't appreciate me. You say, I should have buy the one of the higher money, higher price than buying the one of 350.
You have
You don't. Student, how am I supposed? No. So I now asked him one day. I was like, how am I supposed to get this money that I'm giving you, buying you things that you don't give me? So now, if I start cheating, now there's a woman cheats. So this kind of thing, it does not have to be like they have to slap you, punch you, stab you with knife or something. No. And so when I look at the background, just as you say, it starts from home. I look at the background. I feel probably the father was kind of a very bad father. Let me put it that way. I don't know. It could be the mother, it could be the father that bring their separation. So I don't know, but that thing really affects him, and it is still affecting him up to now. Like you cannot be happy when you are close to this man. No matter how happy you are, once you get close to him, it's just like he drives. How will I put it? Repeller, this thing that drives mosquito away, right?
So he drive joy out of you.
No, I cannot be smiling close to my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend. I can't. He will take me out. I feel like the ground should open. Let me enter. Sherry, Love outing. You're supposed to be happy now. I'm with my guy. I'm with my boyfriend. Snap pictures, drink it, or mm-mm. He drinks. I don't drink. And then you want to force me to start drinking. I was like, no, I'm not that kind of a person. And then you cannot make me to come and start drinking simply because I am going out with you. That is violence. That is emotional. In fact, it was even physical, driving me to go nuts, wanting to jump into dam.
Yeah, so when you are classifying that type of violence is physiological violence,
Yes,
because he's working with your mind,
and mental health.
your
It was
mental
damaging,
health.
ma'am.
Yes, and also using abusive word
Yes.
against someone, that is harsh way. So
Oh,
it's
God.
this type of violence that people tend to neglect a lot.
Yes.
Yes, because when you hear about violence, people only think about that violence we are talking about
Since
is
he did not
it's
slap
just
you.
physical or sexual harassment. That is what the mind of people will be. But we look at it that the one, if we are looking at the ratio and we are looking at the rating of depression in the world caused by violence, you will see that physiological and verbal violence have caused more harm
than this physical slapping and beating.
Sexual harassment.
It is actually most dangerous violence ever to play with somebody's mental health. It is more dangerous than slapping the person, because if you slap me, if you remove my teeth, probably I'm going to tap on a door.
And the pain will go.
It will go.
This one will keep on occurring because
and then
the weight will keep on coming.
Yeah.
The weight will keep on coming.
Yeah.
That is how you will not be able to think right. You will not be able to concentrate. Even in the office, wherever you are, you won't be able to concentrate. So the verbal part of this violence is more dangerous than even the physical part of it.
Let me tell you, do you know there was a time I wore my fine gown. In fact, I called it my most sexiest gown. My fine, beautiful gown, the most precious gown among all of my gowns. No, this is not funny. And then I was going to see my boyfriend, and then he now drove bypass me, and then he went and parked ahead of me. So when I came, he was calling me on phone. He saw me, and so he was like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know it was you. I saw you. I was thinking it was one Mary Amaka." I was like, "Mary Amaka," and I looked at myself. I met my hair. My hair was beautiful for me. My gown was beautiful for me. And then he was like, "What kind of gown is that?" I was like, "What kind of gown do you want me to wear?" I was like, "It's too open. It's too," and then you're not big. You're not that big, and so you're wearing this. I was like, "Okay, so what am I supposed to wear?" So guess what? I will tell you. On my birthday, I wish I come with that gown. If you see the gown that this guy went and bought for me, the one I wore and the one he bought for me, which one is Mary Amaka? So I was like, no, if I marry this human being, I will die. I will not even reach 40. If I reach 35, I tried. Because I'll stand like this and fall down and die, because he would abuse you indirectly and directly. And he's this kind of huge person, there is nothing you can do. So I was wondering, as huge and big as you are, why would you want to overpower a female partner? Or let me put it that way, or someone that loves you, someone that wants to be with you, and then you keep hurting that person with your words, hurting that person with your actions, hurting that person with the things you do. It does not actually make sense to me. Do you understand? If I say, me, I am a woman, let me bully you. Do you understand? Like, I know I am a woman, let me bully you. You are a man, you have the strength. I will do the bullying, it will not go far.
Yeah.
It won't go far. But as for a man who God have actually endowed already with strength, and then you want to overpower her again, with what now? For what now? Already it has been written that she is beneath you, you are the head, and she's the neck.
Yeah.
Let me put it that way. And then where do you want to climb and go again? So I keep wondering, me, I say, go into relationship, check very well. If there's something for you to withdraw, withdraw. Withdraw before it will even go far. Before it would even go far. And so, Malaki, the next question is, do actually these abusers show any warning signs before they start exhibiting that monster that lives inside of them that they call is the devil's work, or it's I'm quick to anger, or how do they high temper been a word? No, become high voltage.
Okay, and when we are talking about, we have touched many aspects of violence and the causes already.
Yeah.
But I would like to let the viewers know that this, when the signs, there is potential signs that you will notice, and you know that this person is actually an abuser. Yes.
Yeah.
First of all, in relationship,
Of course.
because you cannot start today and get married tomorrow. No,
That's crazy.
it is not making sense at
That's
all.
crazy.
So once you are in a relationship with that person, he must, even though the person tried to hide,
That must be
he
that one
must
thing
show.
iota of who you
Yes,
are.
who you really are must show. If you see someone that will say, I will beat you, he will just be saying, I will beat you. But he has no raised his hand. Know that he's playing. He will never, even though when you offend that person, he will shout at you and say, I'll beat you, I'll beat you. He will just leave. Because he just said it so that
To scare you.
Yes, so that the thing. But if you see this one, you have not even said. Bam. Maybe you say, no, it's just once, it's just once. He will continue to be once till it will become what? The second time. So, and the signs, must be a potential what?
Yeah.
Signs. There must be a potential sign that this person will
Beat me one day or will kill me one day.
And it's two-side.
Yeah.
Because we are talking about domestic and we are talking about family here. Yeah. It's two-side. From the woman aspect of it, yes, maybe a woman cannot abuse a man with physical
energy.
Yes, with physical violence. But when we are talking about abusing,
sorry. Let me shock you there. my will I call him my uncle?
Okay.
He's a man. He has a girlfriend. He said a woman cannot. It will shock you. He was dating this girl that she beats him daily to stupor, and there is nothing he could do. He could not call off the relationship. She's threatened him. If you call off the relationship, I'll come after you. Women are outside that are beating their husbands. If you don't know, women are outside that are beating their husband. Before you will continue, we'll be going for a very short break. Once we return, you tell me more about women not beating their husbands.
Endowed with a generous splash of colorful traditions and culture, Taraba, the land of beautiful vista and waterfalls. This is Nigeria's nature treasury, the one-stop land that caters for every shade of tourism interests. Husky TV, bringing you the best in tourism. At Husky TV, we are allied to nature.
Alright, welcome back, my dear viewer. If you're just joining us, this is Weekend Gist with Racheal. Yes, and our today's topic is domestic violence. And with me here, I have a wonderful friend. His name is Malaki. Yes, so like I said earlier on, that once we return from the break, you would now tell me more about this thing. If there is any warning sign, potential warning sign that these abusers usually show before exhibiting this manly power in them. And you were saying something about women not beating men, so please continue.
Okay, I said earlier that mainly it will not be physical abuse,
Okay.
but mainly women abuse their partners with verbal and physiological violence.
Okay.
This is a high rate violence, which is mental abuse. Because when you are talking about not only physical, we are talking about, because physical is loud and physical is noticeable by people.
Okay, yeah.
Once someone beats you, people will see, people will ask. But like you are talking about your uncle, he's a menace. Okay, looking at it, a female food overcoming a man. Okay, look at it. Now he's ashamed to tell anybody that my girlfriend
They beat me.
is beating me. No, get it. He's ashamed to say it. So one, his mental health is gone.
It has been damaged. That
one is because even though he bring it to where his fellow men are sitting, Papa, my girlfriend they beat me, they will laugh over it. Nobody will take him serious. That is it.
Okay.
So women have power than
their
man. That is certain.
Okay.
Some are born with extra energy. Some are born with extra. They used to say single born. You have single born. All this
type of. Say they were born as a punisher of men.
Yes, they are there. So if you have this man that cannot match
your strength,
now, and you know that, okay, maybe I have this strength. Okay, let me use it against him. Is also an abuse.
Of course.
Because you are not abusing this man. And you know, when you are doing it, men don't talk much. Men don't actually say what is happening. It's hard that you see a man, okay, maybe he's going through abuse in his family or relationship. It will be hard. You hear him saying it outside. But if it's a female food, you see, it is easily to say it because
you cry
it out. But once it's a man, we die. Yes,
just it.
We die with it. I'm a man. I'm a man. Men don't cry. No, they chest it. They bear it until the person will die. So if you see something, say something.
If she beats you, come and tell your papa.
There is something. Okay, we had a campaign this year. Yes.
Yeah.
Governor's wife.
Yeah.
We had a campaign against violence. We had this campaign. That is where we hear that, okay, if you see something, say something.
Don't chase it.
Yes, both the female fold and the male fold, so that you can have help. Someone will talk to you. Someone will be able to listen to your pain, will be able to advise you. Okay, let's go through this way. Let's solve it like this. Okay, what is the problem? Your wife is, okay, let me call your wife. You will talk to your wife. Okay, this thing, maybe the person saying it don't know that this thing is killing you.
Yeah.
Because sometimes women may, yes, they can say that is the only power they have. They can just say it out of anger.
Yeah.
Look at this man, useless. You cannot provide. You cannot do this. You cannot. You don't know where that thing
has touched.
So the man will keep on thinking he's useless. You have already called him that he's a useless man.
And I cannot provide.
He cannot provide. He cannot do this. He can. Always his mind will be going back to those things. And as a man, he will not be able to say it out. He will not be able to say. So you will need someone that will have to intervene and say, woman, this thing you are telling your husband, you don't know that you are the one killing him. But if as a support machine you are able to tell him, you are my hero, you are my this, you are my strength. Even though when the man know that he is not. Yes, but when he look at, this is my number one fans, she's always trying to build me. You will see that the person will do more.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go through this way. If you see a bad man and the wife is actually supporting him in that character, you see that man moving fast because he know that he has the backing of.
He has a backbone at home.
You will come back, the wife will say, honey, this one, this person laugh at you. We have to deal with this person. Say,
let's go beat him.
That is it. Because he knows that someone he has his number one fans
is at home.
Yes.
It's always close to him.
That is why the person is your partner.
Yeah.
That is why God have made you to be with this person.
Yeah.
So the abusive and harsh word is very critical in relationship.
Yeah.
It kills more than physical violence.
Yeah.
So men die through this violence. But if you check it, the high rate, people tend to focus on gender violence. And when they talk about gender violence, they are just pushing it to women, not knowing that men also are going through this gender violence also. So it's what our society have to know. It's what people have to know. Some people are going through this pain, going through this problem, but they cannot say it. They can't say it
because they are men.
They are men. They are testing it. They are men,
and you are testing it.
My brother, when you see something, say something.
No matter how it is.
No matter how it is, say it out.
Hold on, no, what? We'll call a council meeting.
It's not a laughing issue.
It is not. It's actually leading people, like landing people to this psychiatric hospitals because your brain has been damaged, your mind. Like you see some people behaving like lunatic. You don't know the cause of all of these things because you were not with the person, and probably the cause it started from home. Harsh words, insult, this and that. It actually damages someone's emotions and mental health. All right, you did well. So now, is it possible for an abuser, the boss of the house, to change, to become normal? Like, okay, that we can actually sit and Jesus without him slapping?
It's very possible.
Okay.
Everything is possible.
Okay.
That
change
is why,
possible.
Yes, change is the only thing that is constant. And that is why we are talking about, that is why we are moving this campaign.
Yeah.
That is why we are trying to change people, counselors everywhere, trying to like turn our society to a society that will be lovable, a society that people can live in peace, a society that people will be able. That is why we are preaching
partners can actually stay in peace. Children can actually grow up in love.
So that is why we are preaching this.
Yeah.
So it is very possible. If the person can speak out, that is when I say, if you see something, say something. So if you can be able to lay down your, okay, this is what I'm going through in my marriage, this is what I'm going through in my relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, now, see, we have to do it like this. It's not just a day talk, and a day talk. And this is what you have to know, and you have to take it into consideration. If you yourself have decided to change, you will change. There is no character. There is no thing that you say that you cannot be able to change. It's only when you yourself don't want to change, because it's going to take a process, and you have to learn. You have to walk through it. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's going to be.
It's
hard.
like an addiction. Something you have already embedded in you. Every time, maybe when you are growing, you beat girls, anybody, you beat your sisters. You think, okay, now you continue beating anybody you see. Don't knowing that, okay, you call this person, maybe this is your spouse.
Yeah.
Now, this is your flesh, the flesh of your flesh.
The bone of your bone.
The bone of your bone. Now, if you don't take this person as the bone of your bone
and the flesh of your flesh,
can you inflict pain on yourself?
That's the question.
That is the question. So if you cannot inflict pain on yourself, you cannot. You see it now. Now you need a counselor that will tell you, okay, now see, can you inflict pain on yourself? Do you know that this person you are talking to, this person you are beating, this person you are using abusive words, this person you are abusing sexually is your own, is your own self. So how do you feel? Now the person will now try to think, and once the person know that, okay, this thing I'm doing myself.
Yeah.
He will try to change. He will try, when he wants to raise his hand,
he will think about it.
Oh, you will calm down,
and
walk away. There is so many ways to avoid this.
Actually, the partner too can actually help change the person.
Yes.
Because they say iron sharpens
iron. Maybe when the man will say, sometimes the man will say 1, the woman have already said 10.
3. Okay.
You know that this man is someone that gets angry easily. So when you are saying it, you keep on giving him the zeal, the anger will grow to the point he will hit.
He will hit you.
So if you help him to curtail it, maybe he say 1, you keep short. He say, you will look like
he's mad.
He's just talking to himself. So you will realize that my wife or my girlfriend is no longer talking back at me.
Yeah. So
let me just
calm down.
Okay, let's discuss it. What is the issue?
Sorry, like this. There is this woman that before my reading, she told me that men sometimes can actually push you to the extreme end.
Yes.
But when they insult you, they start talking to you anyhow, and in your heart you feel like talking back. Just go and look for water. Drop water, and then don't swallow it. Leave it in your mouth there. Do not spit it out. Do not swallow it. Just leave it in your mouth. Yes, you cannot talk, right? With water in your mouth. He's talking. Just keep the water in your mouth. When he's done, swallow it. That means you have swallowed everything. I'm like, okay.
That is a good therapy.
I'm like, this is very serious.
No, she's making sense.
Yeah, she is.
Because it will help you. I know that this thing in you will be pushing you to say.
Talk.
Will be pushing you to say. Sometimes, even when your parents is talking to you, you're like,
it's because you're my father.
Let me just eat. You just be boiling. Okay, I remembered something. Okay, My elder brother.
Yeah.
I'm the last, and I was living with my elder brother.
Yeah.
So there is this day he has been like sometimes I will do something, he will beat me. And then, so when I entered school, I think okay, I'm now a man. I'm now like he what he can do, I can do it.
Yeah, the biggest
So
in town.
yes. So he was like talking to me. I've been bearing so many things. I've been bearing so many
Let me
things.
read it first.
That is the truth. I've been bearing so many things. Staying with him.
Yeah.
But that day I was like, okay, anything that wants to happen, let it happen. So he was talking to me and he did not expect it. Like he didn't expect it. He was talking to me and he talked to me and I talked back at him. He was like, so you are now a man.
You can
talk back at me. Before I can see, it was slap. In my eye. It was like 3-star. That is telling you that I have been hearing it. But I cannot say, only just like I say I was.
You were just in it.
Yes, as a man, just imagine if it's a woman. You would have
probably should have just cried the pains out. Or maybe she would have talked back at him. There was something a long time ago.
But when he slapped me,
you don't realize that
I hold it and I calmed down. I was like, the wife came in and said I should not talk. I should just. I was like still boiling, but the thing now have to calm down. But I later realized that I would have
just keep quiet.
Keep this in after the mark was there. People now started asking. You start lying. You see it. But if you were able to like chest it, bear it, and control yourself, you will be able to happen. So it is a two-way thing.
Yeah.
We have already mentioned types of violence. When we talk about physical, we have already talked about the physical aspect of it. Now, this is the beating. We talk about the physiological the physiological part, which is the mental health, and the verbal one, the harsh word, which is going on social media.
Yeah.
We kill a lot of people with our word. You see, because you have that power of typing. You have that, you can type, you can spell, you think, okay, you can just come up and use any word to talk to people.
Yeah, under their comment. Like, I post my picture and then you comment.
You comment anyhow.
See your two left leg or something.
Okay. We take everything as comedy in this country.
Yeah.
Yes. But sometimes, you don't know the person, how the person will receive that information. In communication, you don't know. The receiving part is another thing. That is the feedback.
Yes.
How the person will receive it, receive the information. You might feel it is right. It's okay. That is why I'm saying that this social media of a thing, because they are not media personnel, they are not this. You see someone who wake up and post something about someone with harsh word, just to damage the image. Because they don't know there is a law guiding this. They don't know what is the thing they are saying. They don't know. Because Nigeria is a free country. We are practicing free. There is no censor in what, no actual censor in what we are posting online. Yeah. That is why you see people
post anything they want to
post anything you want. If it's a country like this, North Korea, no, go and post anyhow. You will land yourself in the jail.
Mm-hmm.
You see someone will post someone that you see a famous actor, this so is dead. Famous, so that you will be
actually alive.
Right, so that you just want to create content. You will not have the actual information. And you are posting. That is also a violent harsh word.
Yeah.
You use verbal, you use slander to destroy people.
To destroy someone.
So it is. things that we have to curtail.
Yeah.
Also, we are talking about the types of violence. We are still talking about economical violence. Is there social economic violence is also
before we
there.
get to that point, I've been wondering why is it that sometimes these victims do remain with these abusers, or the they will go and still come back. Yes, you're beating me, but I still want to stay with you. Or you beat me to stupor, I pack my bag on my head, Ghana must go, I go to my papa house, I still come back to you. Before you will talk about this, there is this video I saw. A husband asked his wife on the head, and she just put to bed. I think the baby was not up to. Okay, the baby was actually wise enough. He asked the woman with an axe on the head. So this woman now, the baby is actually a very fat, big baby. So she was able to gather her energy and back the baby, and then took herself with the axe on the head to the police station. If you were to be another woman, sure you want to go and look for a knife and choke him too, or she will foolishly remove it, and that will cause probably a lot of bleeding. She will die. You have killed somebody. So what is that thing that will make you that you will want to ask someone on the head? On the head. And then after everything with the pain she went through, she still comes back to this husband that asked her with an axe on the head.
Okay, the law aspect of this now is what I don't understand. Looking at the video, if it's just a content or if it's a real life situation, the man should be behind the bar. Not even, yes, because when you look at it, you look at the picture, you see that this person is not the person that's supposed to be in the society. He's violent, not only using axe or using any weapon against anybody, not even your wife, is totally unacceptable.
Of course.
The law of the land.
She frowned against.
Yes. So the person should be behind the bar. Now, to your question, yes, we are talking about domestic violence, and it's basically on family.
Yeah.
So the law there, you know, this whether in the pain or in the joy aspect of it, the law there, after everything, the person, the heart, as you said earlier, the heart
will not choose you.
Yes, you also have to long for this person. Also have to, yes, you see the person turning back. You keep making excuses for the person. He will change, she will change, or he will change. You see it now. So that is why you see when they tend to leave, they will still come back. Until your mind is made up that, okay, maybe I've been with this person is no-go area. He's not thinking of changing, he's not ready to change. That is when you see that love, maybe the love have died. Is the love that always bring
them back, the victim back.
But once you see the love have died, you see that the victim will not return. That is it. Yeah. But when you see that, okay, maybe this person did it and he has repented.
Genuine repentance.
Yes. You see the victim will now come back and they will now try to rebuild the relationship and the love again. So that is.
And so what if this beating repeats itself? Like this violence keep coming up, and there are a lot of women who die in the process of I must stay married. I must stay with my husband. They say in good times, in hard times, you have to stay with your husband. And a lot of women will tell you, do you know the place I've gone through? Do you know the place I've gone through? Your home is just small. So now you're telling your children, okay, stay, even if the husband is killing you, stay. Because you're married, you have to stay. So if this person is not ready to change, what will you do? will you just stay there and die, or pack your bags and your shoes? If your leg cannot enter your shoes again, I'll carry my bag, I'll carry my shoe on my hand. I cannot come and die.
Okay.
Do you understand?
When in this aspect, I know religion, we tend to say that
Yeah.
till death
Do you part?
do your part. Yeah, it's true. But let me tell you the actual truth.
Yeah.
Even God will be angry with you because you are stupid.
To allow yourself to be killed.
Yes, you are stupid. You see that this thing is not going to lead you to anywhere.
Yeah.
This is leading you to doom. He said the kingdom of God has suffered violence,
and the violence
taken it by force. Now, it is meant for you as the person, the victim, to decide and run for your life. The marriage can stay.
Yeah.
You people can still be married but not living
together. So what kind of marriage is that? Spiritual marriage.
Oga, stay. Madam, stay. Let life be.
Yes.
Maybe let me train the children.
Okay.
Let me train the children. You be alone. After, maybe when you are mature, yes, when you are mature, you can now come back and know that this pain. But if you died earlier, who will train those children? Nobody.
That's the thing.
So that is it.
All right. At this point, my dear viewer, we are going on a very short break. We'll return back shortly. Stay tuned and do not go anywhere. Enjoy this episode. Thank you. You're ready? Thank you, my dear viewers. Thank you very, very much. Like I said earlier on, that we will return back after our short period, but it happens that time is actually the enemy of human being. So now time is actually against us. But I promise you, next week, Saturday, we will do better. Just stay tuned and enjoy the next episode of any program that is going to come your way. I remain your favorite girl, the greatest host ever, Racheal Langs, and my dear friend here remains Malaki. So see you next time on the same time, same station. Thank you.
Thank you.
Abin bahari abin sha'awa al'adunmu yau kasar Hausa. Abin bahari abin sha'awa